Someday this journey will be remembered as our legacy west.
Such an one will say to me, Brother Brigham, why must we take this long, perilous journey? I say, well, what do you think, brother? He says, well, is it to get away from persecution? I say, yes, indeed, but that is not the only reason. Oh, it is to find our home in the West. Yes, that is another reason. I will tell you, the Lord will try his people. He will chastise them, and he will grind them to the utmost farthing until they can prove themselves to him, and he will perfect his people.
A vital part of the sesquicentennial reenactment experience is not only to celebrate the contribution of American pioneers, but to walk literally in their footsteps and witness the rigors of trail travel. On their journey toward the Rocky Mountains, their march would be a laboriously constant gradual ascent. During the week of June 9th, June 14th, the reenactment company covered close to 120 miles in 5 days, its most strenuous distance yet. On Monday, the distance from Guernsey to Glendale was close to 30 miles. Gordon Bajero, recuperating from his recent surgery, yet still carrying the Union Jack, rode in a handcart. The terrain between the two towns would extend an interesting challenge.
I think I'm going to go to the right. You'll see another rocky little ridge. But if you go to the right, there's a nice little trough through there. So I just stay to your left and then move over to your right a little bit. You'll see.
This is great. This is what you're here for, to see what your team will do and what your wagon will do and what you can do as a driver. So we're ready.
I've done some steep hills, but nothing this long. Got a good team of horses in front of me. I'm driving a good wagon. I'm not really concerned about it. You have to keep your heads up in a tight line. And a steady brake, we'll be all right. We'll see you at the bottom.
Being a flatlander from Illinois, this is my first experience at skid plates, big hills.
Any worries? No, none. You say a little prayer at the top, turn it over to the girls, and don't take any deep breaths because you might tip the wagon. That was fun.
My knees didn't shake at all, except where Mary's was shaking against mine.
Yeah, some people said that we about went off, but I didn't know we went off.
The week from Guernsey to Casper just took so much out of us. Through Nebraska, we're getting stronger and stronger. And after that, we're getting weaker and weaker every day because our muscles can't rebuild as fast as we're breaking them down in there.
Tuesday would prove to be another long, arduous walk for both people and animals. The distance from Glendale to Douglas was again close to 30 miles.
Right now. Okay, does anybody have access to a sleeping bag? We need more blankets. Sleeping bag.
I get harassed all the time. I think it's because I can take it.
Been driving a little fast with that wagon. This pass you just made back here didn't look very safe, and I didn't see your turn signal on either.
Is it broke?
Must be. I sure didn't see it. No driver's license.
No.
You have a license on this vehicle?
I got insurance on it.
You got insurance, but no license either. Things aren't looking real good, Larry.
How much is it?
Well, let's see. Speeding, turn signals, improper passing. Do you have your seatbelt on? We forgot that. Occupant restraint.
Quick, throw a rope over the seat.
Well, slow her down a little bit.
Okay, thank you.
You don't know what's in there. That's your souvenir for this trip.
Oh, well, thanks.
Some of your buddies felt you had this coming.
I didn't know. You scared that. I didn't know what to do.
Thank you very much, officer.
You had me scared when you said truck right before. I thought, what did I do? What did I do?
Which one?
Shauna Dickin, who travels the trail with her 4 daughters, relives the legacy of 2 pioneer ancestors. Their young team of large draft horses is generally driven by their 15-year-old daughter, Jennifer. At age 57, Patty Sessions drove a team of oxen from winter quarters with the 2nd Pioneer Company of 1847. She was known among the early settlers for her work as a midwife, having delivered nearly 4,000 babies in her lifetime of 97 years.
And she never complained. She drove that oxen for all but 2 days of the trip. And most of the trip she had an awful tooth infection and her jaw was all swollen and she just kept going. And a lot of times in my life I haven't felt very good and I think about her and I think I can keep going. I feel I wished I could do everything myself. And I will do everything that I can possibly physically do.
Teamsters will readily admit that on this type of expedition, horses require more attention than humans. And though careful attention is paid to both, occasionally the exertion can overcome either one.
He's been kind of slowing down the last couple days.
Yesterday he slowed down.
And then today he got really slow and he just
Slowed down since
quit.
dinner.
Yeah, he just slowed down since dinner, lunch.
Hey.
That was probably the hardest day of the trip. I thought the horse was dying, and I was just sick inside because I didn't know. I thought that was the end of my trip that day, and I've grown to love the horses so much, and I thought that I had lost a horse, and I was pretty upset.
At the trail's edge, it was diagnosed and treated. After a 10-day rest, it would be back again on the trail pulling its load. But in the meantime, Shauna Dickin would be minus her team and the wagon which she considers her traveling home.
Happy ending, happy ending. We're doing really good right now. And so are the horses.
A feeling of identity with pioneers past is born within the souls of those who walk the trail. To some, that glimpse of the handcart experience arrives after mere moments. For others who have spent more time upon the trail, those insights only broaden and deepen with each passing footstep. Yet despite the quantity of time on the road, be it moments or months, the trail is consistently the wise and patient teacher.
Just want to give it one more go before I die.
No, I don't want to go home.
Oh, bless your heart.
Bring it in, come on in, come over. Now they're my pioneers too. They're my ancestors too, even though I'm a convert to the church. And they are literally my blood kin, those people. They are my ancestors. They gave me the legacy of faith that I cling to. And I know just a little bit what they went through.
I got a little taste of what the pioneers felt like when they went into the Salt Lake Valley. Just how beautiful it was just to have that over with and done. And to be able to start a new life and to worship as they please.
Till we meet, God.
meet again.
On Wednesday, the trip to Natural Bridge was less than half the distance of the 2 previous days. The shortened mileage was a welcomed relief, and the scenic rolling hills and valleys seemed to reward the struggles of Monday and Tuesday. Gordon, testing his strength, walked a portion of the distance.
Wheels are tight, We're ready. We're going to go all the way to Guernsey now. We're not even stopping.
Gil Petromalo affectionately calls his 2 grandsons the Mules. Joseph Petromalo and Joseph Flake, both aged 12, are the 2 youngest walkers of the handcart company and have energetically covered every step of the way since leaving Omaha.
As long as you're a good, hard, strong pusher, then we call them mules.
Anytime I see the wagon train up there, that is it. I just yell out, hey, I've lived to fight another day. Tomorrow we'll go out and get them again. I got blistered up heavy yesterday. I got a blowout in my foot. Somebody said to get rid of the shoes, but these shoes are going to the Daughters of the Utah Pioneer Museum. All the way shoes. If I can't get that blister off my toe, I'm going to cut the toe off. That's it. That's going to go to the Sons of the Utah Pioneers in formaldehyde. Small toe.
Well, it's harder than I thought it would be, but then it's funner than I thought it would be too.
Listen, that flag slapped me in the face and almost knocked me off on the backside here today. Look at that thing. You can't get too close. That's a legal weapon.
Well, he teases you a lot, but it's fun. It's been fun to have him on. I've learned that, I don't know, you gotta just keep going when you're tired. You know, our goal is not to get on the wimp wagon. We haven't yet.
Our mules are wonderful, aren't they? Hi, guys. Hi. Woo!
Just the way you are. Yes.
We did it again? Yep, we did it again.
We've all felt it, haven't we? We got a bonding in these little handcart people. We know what they felt. We just feel it in a different way. So we can say that we accomplished probably the greatest historical, religious feat in our life, and we've done it together. 2 boys and myself. It's going to be pretty darn wonderful. When I'm dead and gone, there'll be a legacy that'll bond us through the eternities. That's what I see.
Thursday's distance from Natural Bridge to Glen Rock would be 17 miles. The morning's landscapes were beautiful across parts of the open prairie.
Oh well, it's too late now.
Yeah, we can do it.
That was They're on the landing.
That was graceful.
Did you get that on film?
My name is Juanita Hill. We're from Logan, Utah. We have 6 of our kids with us and 2 not. And I'm due in August. But we've been walking a lot, so we're doing okay with it.
But not being able to procure passage over private lands, the afternoon would find them on the heat of Interstate 25. Glen Rock was originally a Mormon settlement. In 1850, certain pioneers were asked to remain behind in the fertile valley to grow crops to assist emigrants yet to come. Here, the discovery of coal also aided the Mormon establishment. The settlement would remain active for the next 7 years until its closure during the troubles of the Utah War. Friday, the 13th of June, proved to be another long one. From Glen Rock to the west side of Casper was 30 miles.
I follow the wagon in front of me. I tell everybody, we start out in the morning. When that wagon leaves, I leave. And we get in at night, we circle up, and they say, circle them up and unhitch. I'm there.
Though the day began beautifully, by evening, as the caravan made its way into the fairgrounds, they were greeted not only by the citizens of Casper, but by rain showers as well. Casper would prove to be the largest city the train would visit between Omaha and Salt Lake City.
We left Omaha in the rain, and we got into Casper in the rain. But we've enjoyed every bit of it.
Unfortunately for the walkers, by the time they reached the city, the streets were empty. Irregardless, the unsung heroes pushed on. The weekend rest would be a blessing only they could appreciate.
We don't mind when we get in so late that we miss the parades. The wagon stood for 45 minutes listening to a band, and that's wonderful. But when we stop moving, our joints stiffen up at this point.
Those who have read the story of the March of the Mormon Battalion know of its hardships and well understand how one so young as Orrin found the journey
almost too much to bear. The time came that he became so weak that it was impossible for him to stand on his feet, and then his brother, Melatiah, and another good associate assisted him on the march so that he might not be left on the trail. Finally, his condition became so serious that the attention necessary was detaining the company, and the commanding officer gave orders for him to be left by the side of the trail to die. The company moved on without him. But after camp had been made, his brother and another faithful friend returned and carried him into camp and attended to his needs as best they could. The next day, he was left again by the wayside to die. But like before, after encampment was made, his brother and a friend returned to his side and brought him again to camp. For several days, this drama was staged until the commanding officer, seeing the determination of Orrin's companions to save him, offered his horse that Orrin might be strapped upon its back and carried along with the company. Orrin survived and was among those who raised the flag at San Diego when the battalion arrived there.
If you relate that to the kind of experiences that we're having here on this wagon train, the same thing happens here every day. There's not a one of us on this wagon train that could make it without the help of many, many people. All of us have friends that we've become very close to out here because of the things that we do for each other. We help each other every day, oil, grease wagons, put on harness, take care of animals. There's not a one of us that could make it without the help of everyone else.
Despite the beauty of the scenic landscapes with which Wyoming welcomed the wagon train, never had the travelers experienced such a severe week of travel. It was indeed a time of personal introspection. Though the way was hard, it was uncommon to hear a word of complaint. Others had paved the way in the century before, and though the reenactment company's aches and pains were definitely real, the lot of the original pioneers was incomprehensible compared to our modern ease. Brigham Young had taught the people to pray when times were sorrowful. Prayer and supplication, coupled with music and singing and dancing, would turn the tired heart to one of joy and thanksgiving. With this perspective, surely the Lord would lead such a people.
I danced in the morning when the world was begun, and I danced in the moon, in the stars and the sun. I came down from heaven and I danced on the earth. In Bethlehem I had my birth. Dance, dance, wherever you may be, for I am the Lord of the dance, said he. I will lead you all, wherever you may be. I will lead you all in the dance, said he. I danced for the scribes and the Pharisees, but they would not dance, they wouldn't follow me. I danced for the fishermen, for James and for John, and they came with me, and the dance went on and on and on. Dance, dance, wherever you may be, when the sky turned black. It's hard to dance with the devil on your back. They buried my body and they thought I'd gone. But I am the dance and I still